سلام دوستان، عرض سلام و ادب و احترام خدمت یکایک همراهان عزیز و مخاطبین گرامی در کانال MMA فارسی. بنده امید اشمتیان هستم، ادمین کانال. در خدمتتون هستیم با یک برنامه دیگه و یک برنامه جدید از این کانال. در ابتدا عرض خیر مقدم دارم خدمت عزیزانی که به تازگی به کانالمون پیوستن و همچنین همراهان قدیمی کانال که با انتقادات و پیشنهاداتشون باعث بالاتر رفتن سطح برنامه‌های این کانال شدن. از یکایی که شما عزیزان سپاسگزارم. اما برنامه امروز دوستان، برنامه امروز صحبت‌های انگیزشی تعدادی از قهرمانان UFC و در بخش دوم نحوه استفاده از فنون رزمی در دعواهای خیابانی. دوستان این برنامه را از دست ندید، فوق‌العاده جالب دوستان. پس بدون حرف اضافه بریم اول ویدیو رو ببینیم.
If you can see it here and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So I see these shots, I see these sequences, and I don't shy away from them. A lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. If you truly believe in it, if you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction and it will become reality.
خب دوستان، در ویدیو دوم در ادامه بریم صحبت‌های جورج سنتپیر رو که فوق‌العاده انگیزشی هست با هم ببینیم و بشنویم.
I have had an incredible journey as a professional athlete. It all started much differently than it ends. Did you know that I lost more than half of my fight against the school bullies? I never won gold in point karate competition. When I had my first jiu-jitsu class, I got tapped out 5 times in 5 minutes by a guy that I outweighed by like 30 pounds. It broke me mentally so badly that at the time, I wanted to quit everything right there on the spot. In my first wrestling competition in the United States, I got pinned in less than a minute in the first match. It really sucks to lose sometimes. Some experience can be taught, others need to be lived in order to improve. And I learned in my life, for me, that failure was my greatest teacher of all. Have a good weekend.
خب دوستان، همونطور که قطعا میدونیم این دو نفر دنیل کرومیر و جان جونز به شدت از هم دیگه نفرت دارن و در یک برنامه تلویزیونی هر دوتا رو آوردن بالا و در برنامه لایف صحبتهایی میکنن. دیدم جالبه، گفتم اینم ببینید.
Hey, Pussy, are you still there?
I'm here. You're the fakest person. I actually admire that you can actually be this fake, and like when the TV comes on, how you can just change. Like you're a chameleon. You are just terrible. You're a fucking someone here. You are a terrible human being. You sure you're real. She was like that bullshit.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you did this example.
You could never kill me.
I think you could.
Then you should try, John. You really should try, John.
I would literally kill you.
Yeah, let's try it, John.
Literally.
Let's try it.
خب بریم دوستان صحبت‌های GSP رو در خصوص مبارزه
You know,
خیابانی.
people often kind of have this discussion of jiu-jitsu, maybe boxing, maybe wrestling. Do you think, when you talk about a young person studying martial arts to prepare themselves,
For a street fight, it's often much different than a mixed martial art fight. And I know there's a lot of BS in the world of martial art, like self-defense, stuff that, like, but because not necessarily the we talk about the technicality, we talk about the tacticality, the tactics, you know? Like when I'm talking to you about the element of surprise is important, this is not technique. A technique is a punch or techniques that I physically will use to enable my opponent, my aggressor. Tactic is the tactic I'm telling you about is in a street fight. If someone is looking for trouble and I feel the heat rising as the conversation goes, that's the position I'm gonna take. And I have to be first. I cannot let him go first. So I have to strike first or do something. This is the first thing that generally and I have to agree on. After that, of course, there's the knowledge. If you're a professional fighter, you have a huge advantage. Once the fight is started, the war is declared, now it's everything goes. But generally speaking, the person that will intervene physically, that will have the first blow or the first, you know, the first punch, will have a huge advantage. It's like doing a 100-meter race and having a head start, you know.
And that you can't prepare for with any martial art.
Yeah, and if I'm a smart guy, I know how to fight. If a guy like an heavyweight champion comes to me, or like a, you know, I know what to do to disable him, like boom, or here and or the neck, you know, like, and if you blind him, what is he gonna do? You know what I mean? So or a bottle, you know what I mean? So the element of surprise it's everything. So that's why it's always good to be the nice guy and not looking for trouble, because if you're not looking for trouble, you have the head start. You have the option of having an head start.
So what you're saying is being a nice guy is the best form of self-defense. Maybe a little humor, too.
Former UFC heavyweight champion Boss Rudin, and he's going to teach us how to win a bar fight. Woo!
Love it.
So in a bar fight, if someone comes up to you and they get right up in your face like this, what do you do?
Now, the thing, if you have to make sure, understand first, if this is going to be serious. If you say, okay, his friends are backing up in the back, this guy needs to be canceled out really fast, really violently, so his friends are going to be intimidated. Headbutt is the best weapon for that. I just need a little bit of this. So if he stands close, the only thing I need to do is create a little distance by stepping back, bang, and right away hit in the face, and then just keep going and drop the guy down. Be crazy. I told my daughters, I say, just headbutt him in the face and be crazy. Beat the crazy bitch, because then you will never fight again. And that's what you do when you are in a bar fight. Somebody comes up close to you.
Not forehead to forehead though. You're going forehead to the nose.
Forehead to the nose. It's very important. I'm standing here, normally I would always stand like this talking. You know, I listen, because this is my defense. If you would do something with a headbutt coming, I can't stop him. Mm-hmm. You know, so the trick is to hit.
You're standing like this on purpose?
Yeah, okay. Just like I'm talking to you, you know, like I'm defending myself now. Mm-hmm. But I'm just, you know, what's going on? Once he comes close, you want to hit the nose. Mm-hmm. If he loads up for a headbutt from me, load up and give me one, I do this. Okay. I lean forward and I let him hit his face into my head. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Okay, so what if someone comes up to you and they're pointing you on the chest?
Okay, what you do then, you say, don't do that again. And if you say that, of course they're gonna do it again. And they do the same thing. It's a stupid thing. So he does it. I said, no, don't do that again. As soon as they do it again, grab the finger, go all the way back. They shouldn't have pushed you against the chest.
Okay, so maybe you're in an argument with somebody else, and one of his buddies runs up behind you and starts grabbing you and starts choking you.
Once you start choking, what you want to do, you want to make sure that he doesn't pull his shoulder back and put you against his back. So right away, what you want to do is step to the side, step behind him, and now, whoop, I can lift him, and I can drop him, or I can drop on him. And on the street, that's not going to be fun for him.
All right, 3 ways to keep yourself out of a bar fight. Thanks, boss.
You're very welcome.
You bet.